Have you been thinking about starting or growing a CNC side hustle? Imagine a year from now having a fun CNC hobby or a thriving side hustle that gives you freedom, boosts your income, and lights you up with fulfillment. There has never been a better time to get started in CNC. And in today's video, I'm sharing 7 reasons why 2025 is your year to jump into CNC. Real quick, if you haven't downloaded my free project pricing cheat sheet, pause this video, head to the video description right below this video, and download it really quick. I made this for you because the #1 question I get is, Andy, how do I price my CNC projects? So even if you don't need it right now, pause this video, head down there, grab it, and then you'll have it for later. The #1 reason to jump into CNC in 2025, affordable entry cost. CNC machine prices have become more affordable. I said affordable, not cheap. If you can afford to spend $8.33 per day on who knows what, then you can afford a CNC machine. Because $8.33 today for a whole year is $3,000. For $3,000, you can get a very nice hobby CNC setup that has the capacity to make you tens of thousands of dollars. It takes work, of course. It's not like printing money, but the capability and affordability of a $3,000 CNC machine is mind-blowing. More on this coming up in number 6. The #2 reason is ease of entry for beginners. Anyone, regardless of prior experience, can start small and learn as they go. There are a ton of resources out there, no matter your skill level, from machine manufacturers themselves to software companies to content creators like me, all teaching and sharing to make CNC as accessible as possible. Anyone can learn anything they need to be successful with CNC as long as they're willing to put in the time and learn something new. Over the past 7 years, I've noticed a trend after coaching hundreds of students in my online course, the CNC Side Hustle. How fast someone sees success with a CNC side hustle depends on their starting skill set. Let me say that again. How fast you see success with a CNC side hustle depends on the skill set that you're starting with. These are the areas where you need some sort of skill set in order to succeed. #1, sales. If you're in sales for your day job, this one will come easy to you. #2, the technical. Think software. If you were in IT, if you work in IT for your day job, this one will be really easy for you. #3, the physical side of thing, actually making things. If you are a construction worker or you've been a woodworker, a hobbyist woodworker for a long time, you've got this one covered. Most people already have at least 1 or 2 of these skill sets from their day job or other hobbies or experiences. But it takes all 3 to see real success. By knowing which ones you have and which ones you need to learn, you can speed up the process and make it a lot less stressful. So take a second and think about this for yourself and let me know in the comments which skill sets you have and which you need to learn. If you're sitting there thinking like, I don't have any of these skill sets, you probably have more than you realize, but it's going to take a little bit longer, but it is completely possible to learn what you need to do in order to start and see success with the CNC side hustle. The resources are available if you commit to learning what you don't know. The next reason is supportive online communities. These are huge. There are forums, Facebook groups, and communities like my CNC community. These spaces can provide answers to questions, share experiences, and even motivation when things get tough. This is why I created a safe community where you can grow, learn, and connect with others who share your passion with CNC, CNC side hustles, without the negativity often found in Facebook groups. Can I tell you a secret? This is a golden nugget. Networking in communities is the secret to success. It is the secret sauce to success. The next reason, profit potential. I've personally made enough money in 1 weekend to pay for a CNC machine. I've witnessed firsthand hundreds of people pay for their CNC machines in one Christmas rush, one holiday season of selling. I've seen thousands of people transform their CNC hobby just for fun and profit enough to pay for their CNC machine in just 1 year. Just for context, and to keep this completely real, I've also seen a lot of people try to make money with their CNC and give up before they found success. So whether it's creating personalized gifts, custom decor, or niche products, the profit potential is there for those willing to put in the effort and adapt to their customer and adapt to the market demands. Creative freedom. One major draw that I see people get into CNC is to scratch that creative itch. Maybe they're using one side of their brain for their day job, and they want to be able to do something creative outside of that. CNC hobbies or side hustles let you make what you love. It's pure magic when you can think of something in your head and in a couple hours see it in your hand. Whether it's designing intricate home decor, crafting personalized gifts, or inventing completely new products, you have the opportunity with CNC to put your unique spin on every piece you create. This isn't just about making items, which is a lot of fun. It's about expressing your creativity, experimenting with new ideas, and building something that you're proud of. Although, beware, again, keeping it real in this video, because I don't want it to be a hoorah, jump into CNC. There are caveats to this. The crossroads between creative freedom and sales can be very fickle. Have you ever heard the term the starving artist? If not, think about it. An artist that doesn't make any money. It's a real thing. An artist creates for creativity's sake. If you only express your creativity with no thought to the person or market you're going to sell to, you are setting yourself up for failure. I've seen this time and time again. But both sales and creativity can coexist with a little forethought and adjusting to the market along the way. The next reason is still growing demand for unique products. There's room in the market for unique products. I hear a lot of people say from time to time that the market is too saturated. There are too many people with CNCs creating things. And I agree if you're making the exact same thing as everyone else. In fact, this may sound harsh, but in an effort to encourage you, to push you to new levels of creativity, if you're one that thinks the market is too saturated, that is just a lazy approach. Put in the effort to make something different or market to a new group of people. CNC success is not about simply asking for someone's file to their best-selling product in a Facebook group and trying to sell it on Etsy. That is not a formula for success. True success comes from creativity, effort, and adding your unique spin to products rather than copying exactly what's already out there, marketing to this same exact group of people. That is a market that's crowded. The people I see succeed with CNC side hustles, and like I've said in the past, I've seen thousands of people do it, are the ones who model what works, which, if you don't know what I mean by model what works, it's taking something that is already being done, something that's done before, and adding your own creative personal spin to it. Make it out of a different material, make it a different size, give an item a different purpose, add new features, take features away, add new textures, elements, styles. Not one of these CNC side hustlers is making the exactly same thing as someone else and marketing it to the same exact person as them. But on the other side, they're not making one-of-a-kind art pieces like I mentioned before. They're somewhere in between. So if you're thinking it's too late to jump into the CNC thing because you've heard people say the market is too saturated, that is simply not true. There is always room for innovation and bringing something new to the market. All right, the last reason why 2025 is the year to jump into CNC is a future-proof industry. I believe we are still at the beginning of this hobby CNC machine boom. Why do I think this? Well, one, there continues to be new machines entering the market every year, along with additional technologies that are improving rapidly. New spindles, stepper motors, software features and tool paths, automatic tool changers, lasers, new communities popping up, new courses, bits, much more. Everything is still continuing to grow. The second reason is the hobby CNC market is still young. 15 years ago, it was not economical to have any sort of CNC in your garage. And lastly, we've just seen the tip of the iceberg when it comes to industrial capabilities that have made its way into the consumer market when it comes to CNC. I see a ton of potential and nothing to slow it down. I can only imagine, especially with AI on the scene now, where we will be in 5 and 10 years from now. We are still at the beginning of this, let's call it a movement, the CNC hobby movement. 2025 is going to be a big year for the world of CNC and CNC side hustles. This is going to be your year. Which reason excites you the most? Let me know down in the comments. Let's have a conversation down there. And is 2025 going to be the year you buy a CNC machine and start a CNC side hustle? I'd love to hear about it. Let me know down in the comments. Again, if you haven't, be sure to check out the description below for all kinds of different links to different resources, but also pick up that guide, the free guide to help you price your projects for success. This will also get you my monthly newsletter where I share community success stories, tips and tricks, and hot deals. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. 2024 was the biggest year ever for ANDYBIRD Builds. It actually marks our 5th year on YouTube. That's all a testament to your continued support. Thank you for all that support over the years. In a lot of ways, I feel like I'm just getting started, even though it's been 5 years now. It's so hard to believe. And I know if you're still watching to this point, and you haven't clicked off yet, I know you are one of ANDYBIRD Build's biggest supporters. You're one of my biggest supporters. So I've got a sneak peek here for you for 2025. I want to give you a heads up of what is happening and why 2025 is going to be massive. The first thing is the new shop that I'm currently standing in. I've been working out of here for a couple months now, getting it all set up. But I haven't shared a video yet. There's a few things I want to finish before I share a shop tour. So be on the lookout towards the beginning of the year next year of a full shop tour of this building and the building process. It took over a year to build it, and more on that. But the building is huge because it enables all the rest that I'm going to share with you. So secondly, I've got room for more CNCs in one place. I've got a Shapeoko 5 Pro in the shop over here in boxes, and I'm looking forward to getting back to Shapeoko content. The Shapeoko is going to live here in my shop along with the Avid. Avid is staying. I'm going to do smaller projects that are more relatable, and the larger projects on the Avid and batch projects on the Avid. So I'm going to have both kinds of content going, so I'm really excited about that. The last surprise, but definitely not the smallest, is that ANDYBIRD Builds team is growing. I've hired my first full-time employee to work here in the shop with me. I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am about this. Their role, you're probably wondering what are they going to be doing? Their role is going to be content manager, which will help me produce more, bigger, and better content, all to help you on your CNC journey. And we will have the capacity to work on a couple products that I believe will make your CNC time more enjoyable and fruitful. Things that I just haven't been able to get to because I've been at full capacity. But I'm also looking forward to being able to spend more time on the CNC. That just hasn't been possible with the current business. So 2025 is going to be epic. So again, thank you for your continued support. It has made all this possible. Your support has made all this possible, and I'm grateful for that. So this will most likely be the last video for 2024. So have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will see you the beginning of 2025. I can't wait. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you then. Bye.